Major new developments in a Target 12 investigation. Stepping down, the governor's longtime top aide is retiring under mounting pressure from a controversial land deal in Cumberland.
Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the new details. Tim?
Mike and Kim, it's been a wild 7 days. Just last Tuesday, Governor McKee stood by his chief of staff, Tony Silva. On Wednesday, he called on the Attorney General to investigate the matter. And today, McKee announced Silva was stepping down. For 4 years, Tony Silva tried to get this piece of wetlands in Cumberland developed. His initial effort was denied by the Department of Environmental Management, but this year the DEM reversed course after a new flood mitigation plan was submitted.
Tim, I've done nothing wrong.
Silva originally told Target 12 he had abandoned all financial interest in the land in April 2020, but text messages and emails obtained through a public records request cast that timeline into doubt, revealing he had repeatedly reached out to Cumberland Mayor Jeff Mutter about the land, including at a March 2021 meeting. Despite that, Silva denied intervening.
Never, ever, ever. That is not what Tony Silva does.
But Mayor Mutter told Target 12 he was concerned enough about his interactions with Silva that he called the governor directly.
We recognize the amount of distraction that's going on right now.
On Monday, McKee announced Silva was retiring. The Attorney General's office says their investigation will continue despite Silva stepping down.
Well, I stand by the fact that I don't expect anything that's going to be on a legal nature with what Tony has done. This is all about him being a professional, us being understanding what we need to do, and we've done it.
Now, Silva made $196,000 a year as chief of staff. Mike and Kim, coming up new at 6, what we know about Silva's pension now that he is stepping down. And look, we know that he is going to receive both a state and local pension, so we'll have those details coming up.
And Tim, this whole thing must have been a source of frustration for the governor's office.
Kim, no question about it. If you think about it, just last weekend, the McKee administration was coming off the tropical storm. Things went relatively well. They were happy with how the governor handled that situation. Yet, instead of talking about that, it was day after day of the Tony Silva situation. And I think it's safe to say things just reached a tipping point, and McKee was eager to change that storyline.
All right, Tim, thank you very much for that report.
Thank you.
Now, major new developments in a Target 12 investigators exclusive. Governor Dan McKee's top aide is stepping down.
We recognize the amount of distraction that's going on right now.
The governor announcing the move this morning after his chief of staff, Tony Silva, was under mounting scrutiny for a land deal in Cumberland. Target 12 investigator Tim White has been tracking the story for weeks. Tim, this is quite the change from last week where the governor was backing Tony Silva.
Yeah, it is quite a change, Mike, but text messages and emails obtained by Target 12 last week became a tipping point in this controversy, putting Tony Silva's previous timeline about the events into question.
Tim, I've done nothing wrong.
Last week, Tony Silva said he welcomed an investigation by the Attorney General and state police looking into the proposed development of this piece of wetlands in Cumberland. Less than a week ago, Governor Dan McKee
there's no information that would say that there was undue influence. That
stood by his chief of staff, but text messages and emails obtained by Target 12 revealed Silva was reaching out to Mayor Jeff Mutter in Cumberland about the deal, which Silva had not previously disclosed. Mutter told Target 12 Silva was seeking for the town to drop its objection to the development, something Silva denied.
That is not what Tony Silva does.
On Monday morning, McKee announced Silva was stepping down.
And Tony's professional. He understands that that distraction can't get in the way of us recovering on the COVID, keeping people healthy, keeping our economy going.
Silva made $196,000 a year as chief of staff. He was also the head of the Department of Motor Vehicles from 2012 to 2014. State retirement officials say he will get more than $44,000 a year for a state pension and another $21,000 plus annually for his time on the Lincoln Police Department and chief of Cumberland PD. Mike and Kim, the Attorney General's office tells Target 12 that Silva stepping down will have no impact on their investigation, and that is still moving forward.
But Tim, you learned that today's developments forced a last-minute change to the governor's schedule.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. The governor was supposed to visit a Cumberland school this morning to mark the first day of classes, but his office tells us last night they had to scrap that visit to deal with this Tony Silva situation.
All right, Tim, thank you very much.
Thank you.